I was fucking right. So last year I made a video on Maxi and how it was the most powerful card ever. It is the most popular video on this channel. If you've seen it, it's literally where I just kind of go into the details of Maxi and talk about how it's the most powerful card ever, blah, 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 blah. At one point in the video, I'm talking about how we can fix the Maxi problem because it's a really powerful card and, you know, fixing it is a complicated issue, especially fixing it in a way that Konami would do it. And one of the ways that I thought would be good to fix it is deck cost.
In order to fix this, Konami gave each card in the game a number value based on its power level. Weaker cards had a lower value and stronger cards had a higher value. The sum of all these values was the deck cost of your deck. In order to challenge somebody in this game to a duel, you needed to have a deck cost that equaled or was lower than the deck cost of your opponent, ensuring that you wouldn't be able to just win using the strongest cards in the game. I think this will be a really fun concept to explore in modern formats, especially in online settings like Master Duel.
I was like, yo, like we should just do that in the real life game. I feel like this is a really good way to rein in the power of super powerful meta decks and just like, you know, have limits on the power of how decks can be. And believe it or not, talking about this was the entire reason why I made that video. I literally got into talking about Maxi as just like bait to talk about deck cost because I really believed that that was the way to fix the Maxi problem. And the whole thing started because I was on the Yu-Gi-Oh subreddit and I posted this idea there, and everyone in the comments called me stupid. Everyone in the comments were like, this is the stupidest idea ever. This wouldn't work because this, that, blah, 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 blah. It wouldn't work, right? And, you know, when I would tell people like, oh, there would be no forbidden limited list, when I would tell people all these things about it, everyone would say this is a bad idea. So what I did was, you know what? I'm like, you know what? Let me make an entire video to tell people why this is a good idea. So I made that Yu-Gi-Oh, so I made that Maxi video. But now, if you've seen the title of this video and everything that's been going on in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, we now have deck cost. So I was right. It comes in the form of Genesys.
There's a new way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesys format. This format adds point values to Yu-Gi-Oh's most powerful cards, then restricts your deck's point total to a set amount, usually 100. This rewards old decks without broken cards with the ability to play classics like Pot of Greed.
I actually held off on learning anything about this new format because I was waiting to make this video. So I know a ton of people have made videos on it, but like I just want to see what's going on. So one thing I did not predict is that Genesys has no link monsters and no pendulum monsters. This was not something I had even covered in my when I was talking about deck cost. So I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh again after link monsters had already been introduced, and I'm not gonna lie, I personally like link monsters. There's just something about the arrows and the fact that they're like tech based. I'm like really nerdy, so it's just like it just kind of speaks to me. But I understand how they're kind of like broken in that they're like the least restrictive way to get monsters on the field. The standard forbidden and limited cards list is not used. All cards are legal, and this is exactly why I was saying deck cost is a good idea. You can use a broken card, but the card is going to cost so much that you need a really good reason to run that card, right?
It would also help the ban list in the sense that, like, take a card like Maxi, right? Maxi is a stupidly powerful card and would have a stupidly high deck cost. So super powerful meta decks would not have space for Maxi because it would exceed a certain deck limit, if that makes sense. Or it would exceed a certain deck cost, if that makes sense.
I was right. I was fucking right. All right. Deck construction uses a point system. Some cards are assigned a point value. Most cards use 0 points. And this is something interesting. The total point cost of cards in your main deck, extra deck, side deck cannot exceed the point cap for that event. So this is interesting, right? One thing that a lot of people were saying, a reason why this deck cost idea can never work, is because there are just too many cards. There's so many cards. How can Konami possibly assign a value to all of these cards? And I think the way they're going about this is exactly what they're saying here. Instead of having, oh, my phone is going up, they're assigning it for the vast majority of cards at 0, so they don't actually have to worry about putting a deck cost. And I think that's a really smart way of dealing with this issue, especially right now. I would be willing to bet that over time, and as this format gets fleshed out, cards values will change. Just how like every format, the ban list changes depending on like what's going on and stuff like that. I feel like, let me actually turn noise reduction off. I actually don't think I had that on the entire time. The fact that they're having most cards be at 0 points is a really good way to deal with the fact that there are a lot of cards. I had said in my original video that Master Duel would be such a great like testing ground for seeing where card values can be. They just have so much access to data. It would be like literally like going through like what cards should cost more, what should cost less. Like, it's much easier on, you know, something like Master Duel than in paper format. And with the two being side by side, I feel like that will help it a lot. So, and finally, the standard point cap is 100, but events can run at any point cap or even a 0 point cap. Official tournament stores set their own caps for their tournaments. And this is something that I was saying forever. Let's say you play a game with somebody who wants to play tier limits, right? But you don't, if you want to play, I don't know, a level deck from GOAT era, right? Like, there's no way to quantify how powerful each deck is. And now with this point system, you can see, oh, a tier limit deck is, you know, power level of 500. All right, I'm playing with a deck with a power level of like 5. You feel me? So it's like, it allows deck building to kind of like work with, you know, you can set a power cap and kind of meet each other in the middle, which I think is super cool and super useful. And we're gonna go through all of the cards. Wow, they actually have a ton of cards in here right now. There are 536 cards as of right now. Abyss Dweller is at 100 points, and the Band Played On is at 100 points. I don't even know what that does. Anti-Spell Fragrance at 100 points. Ash Blossom Joy Spring at 15 points. Let's see Max C. Let's see where Max C is. There are a ton of cards on this list, and literally most cards are just at 0 right now while they flesh it out. And I'm so happy about this. Evenly Matched is at 10 points. It's crazy. I just want to see Max C. Watch Max C be at like, Max C is at 50 points. Holy shit. Oh, Mazen the Battle Ninja is at 20 points, which is crazy because I'm a ninja player, and Mazen being at 20 is kind of wild. It's like 1 Max C is worth 2.5 Mazens, which is pretty interesting. Mind Drain, Mystic Mind is at 100 points. There are some cards, like if you're playing like an official tournament where the power cap is at 100, I'm gonna get closer. You can put like maybe like 1 powerful card in this deck and that's it. I really love this format. I have been like, I really have been wanting this for a really long time, and I'm so happy that it happened. I wish I could say more about it, but like I literally covered it completely in my Max C video. This is just me saying I was fucking right. The people who got mad, like literally I made that video specifically to be like, no, this is a good idea. And Konami agrees. So I am, yes. But yeah, it's kind of a short video. I just wanted to come up here and be like, you know, this new Genesys thing, I think this is going to be my shit. I'm really excited to make more Yu-Gi-Oh content. More excited than I've been in a very long time. Genesys, dude, I am so stoked that this is a thing. So yeah, dude, I will catch you later and stuff. All right.